This is Matrix Lord 212, and today's topic is going to be haters. Now, what is my definition of a hater? Well, simply put, a hater is someone that cannot accept someone's positive life or lifestyle in general, and they have nothing else better to do in their life but to try to make yours miserable. So what they do is they hate on you. They try to bring you down to a level that you've never been before, and they take gratification in the fact of their accomplishment. And that is why you cannot let someone in your life, you cannot give someone the power over you where they can hate on you, okay? Some people have such an ego and they think who the heck they are and what the heck they have, and they think that they could, dictate to you what you have to do because maybe they're a part of your life, whether they be a girlfriend or a friend or a family member, and they just think that they are the authority. They think that they can, their delivery is terrible, and they think that they could just dominate. And the thing is that people forget the past, and that's a problem because they can't be judged. They can do no wrong, and stuff that they wouldn't do, they would expect you to do. So it's also peer pressure too. It could be, but the thing is that you know what, you need to be strong enough where if someone in your life is causing damage like that, someone in your life is constant reminder of something wrong, you need to get rid of that person out of your life. Just don't associate with that person, whether it be permanently or temporarily. They need to go, because you know what, you can't dwell on nonsense, and this is what happens. I try to write books to help people, and I think I'm doing good, and some people just are jealous, and they can't stand. Like, this one person didn't even read my book, doesn't even know what it's about, and they just make an accusation or assumption, and they didn't read it because their description, you don't even know what the heck they're talking about. And there are haters out there. They make no sense at all. And I was reading, I was looking at my old newspaper article, and I see, oh my God, this person has no idea what the book is about. They start saying stuff about, they think they know me in my life and I'm full of crap. And you know what? They didn't even read it. Not only did they didn't even read it, okay, even if they don't want to buy it, I'm sure they could probably find it somewhere where they could read it. But come on, really? You have nothing else better to do that you got to critique somebody else. Why don't you critique yourself? And that's one form of a hater. Another form of a hater is someone who doesn't want you to, they want to control your direction. They don't want, and if you don't obey what they want, then they try to destroy you. Excuse me. But what I'm talking about today is just basically sometimes, you cannot give someone power over you, where when someone keeps dumping on you and putting you down, you don't ever believe that. You don't ever accept that. You don't ever someone that constantly does that is someone that really doesn't love you at all. So, they may say they love you, but they don't love you. Come on, really? So, you need to be strong as a person. Everybody's got responsibilities. Everybody's got bills. People got families. People got kids. People got, I got a lot of stuff on my head, just like everybody else. I'm not better than anybody else. I'm equal like everybody else. But you know what? Some people think they're above you. Regardless, they think, who the heck they are, and their ego is, like I say in the books, their ego is existing. It's growing. It's beyond. And what happens is they make a fatal mistake, a mistake that will cost them their job, a mistake that will cost them their livelihood, and a mistake that will cost their marriage, because they think they're above. They think who the heck they are. They think they poop gold, and it's ridiculous. So, there is no need for haters in anybody's life, okay? People need to stay positive. Of course you're going to counter negativity every now and then. But you know what? You cannot let this hatred consume you where you become a hater. you have hatred for you. And Sorrow Separation, in my book, I talk about hatred, page 42. What it could do to you. Like, after a while, when you have a lot of people like on you trying to destroy you, you may become the very darkness that they are, and you don't need to do that. Okay, you need to never change for anyone. All right, never. Okay, if you're in a relationship with someone, and you know what, you've been fine this whole time, like, don't ever let anybody change you, unless of course you need to make a change, whether you're a bad person or whatever. It's always good to evolve, but don't ever let somebody make you out to be somebody you're not. Change for a person, because you know what, they have to accept you for who you are. Okay, you shouldn't have to change for anybody, because then they're looking for something else. They're not looking for you, and they want you to be what they're looking for. Okay, so you never change for a person. If I'm ever going out on a date with somebody, I be myself. Okay, I dress nice. I am who I am. I'm funny, and that's it. I'm not gonna pretend I'm somebody I'm not. I'm going through life like everybody else. I'm trying hard. I'm not rich. I'm writing books. I'm doing my thing. I'm making sure I put food on the table for the kids. That's it. And if people want to hate on me because their life is miserable, you know what? Worry about yourself, really. Okay? Worry about your family. Worry about, as long as you're getting paid when you're getting paid, what's the problem? And then people need to look at the past. They need to look, and they need to think about all the good things and all the bad things, because a lot of time people are just haters. They forget, like, if you do good things for them, like maybe they were a friend or a family member, whatever, and maybe you went out of your way for that person, but for whatever reason, that person's a hater, and they're jealous, or they just don't want you to be ahead, and they want you to just be there in the background, never to evolve, and even if you drop a couple levels, they're happy because you're not, you haven't achieved what they have achieved, and that's a hater, really. So you as a person, whether you're being depression or whatever, you and only you can get yourself out of depression. Nobody can get you out of it. People could try to get you out of it, but it's only up to you if you decide to get out of depression. And anybody in this country of America can rise from the lowest level to the highest, and nobody can stop you. Okay? If your drive is there, if you believe in hard work and dedication, you will get to where you need to get to. Okay? And no obstacle can stop you. Nobody can stop you. Okay? So don't ever let anybody bring you down. Don't ever, even if you're in a relationship and you get dumped or whatever, you just rise above it. That's it. Dust yourself off. That's it. And that's it. You move on. You progress in life. Okay? And I'm just trying to be like, I'm trying to motivate here, because you know what? You need to look at yourself in the mirror. If you believe you need to make a change, that's different. Okay? And if somebody says something to you and you know what, they are right, that's a different story. But if someone's out there not to help you, but to constantly hurt you, where like by the mere beep of your phone from getting a text message, you're like, I gotta deal with this person, then you know what, they don't need to be in your life. They don't need to be, because obviously that facial expression shows you just don't want to be bothered. You don't want to ever see. If you had your way, you wouldn't want to see that person ever again. Okay, so you need to look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your facial expressions when you get a phone call from a girl or a person you don't want to talk to, and say, hey, you know what? I don't have to talk to this person. Why am I talking to this person? Why is this person in my life? If they're that a negative impact for you, then you know what? They need to go away from your life. They could live their life and they go over there. But you need to get yourself where, you don't give anybody power over you. You don't give anybody power where, their opinions, if they're a hater, like, affect you. I mean, it's one thing, you could love someone. You could have someone in your life, they can give you constructive criticism, that's fine. But if you have someone that's constantly a hater, constantly just doesn't give a crap, tries to make your life, like, more hard and everything, then you know what, goodbye. You go do your thing, I do my thing, that's it. That's it. And there's no past, there's no present, there's no future, there's nothing. I mean, that's the point I'm really trying to make here, okay? You don't have to go and beat the person up. You don't have to go and make the person miserable. Goodbye. God bless you. That's what I always say. I say, God bless. Somebody's trying to, like, start with me, whatever. You know what? God bless you. Sometimes I even put myself down because I don't want to be bothered with the person. I'm like, oh, you don't want this. You don't want this fat, ugly guy, this guy. You don't need this guy in your life. Because, you know what, God bless you, I don't want you in my life. I mean, that's basically it, I'll be willing to put myself down rather than have you in my life sometimes, like certain people. Because you don't need the hatred. Why waste energy? Why waste 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 5 hours or years of your life that you can't get back? You know what? If you're positive, you don't need somebody negativing you. Like, that's not a word, I'm sorry. You don't need somebody that's going to negative your life. I mean, really. Because that's what, you know what happens when that happens? When I get negative, I start writing some deep, crazy stuff. You know? Everybody's like, had one friend that he likes my book series. He's like, man, I can't wait to see the hate book, the rage book. Like, when you get really mad, like, I want to see what your kid. I don't want to see that. Because you know what? That's going to be something I won't even recognize. So, I mean, maybe it will be good, it'll be a nice book. I mean, there is one already, but it's not published yet. But, I mean, you just got to let it flow freely, as I say. Go with the flow. Go through life. Be positive. Try to help people. Don't try to hurt people. Don't try to hurt. Because you know what? If someone really hurts someone, God will punish them, not you. God will punish them, and they'll go through all this stuff, and they'll be like, why me, why me? Because you know what, you hurt somebody. That's why you. And God doesn't like ugly, as my friend would say. He doesn't. So God will punish the person if they're bad. You don't need to worry about that. And if you start worrying about that, then you're better than that person. So don't become a hater because of a hater. So, all right, very different video I had to put out there. And then another thing too, Facebook. Don't let Facebook be a tool for your destruction. Don't let Facebook be a thing to turn negative. Somebody fights with you and they put stupid crap on Facebook and they start ripping you apart, and they put these things out there that are from psychologists and trying to make it like it's for you. You know what? Who cares, really? Because if you're going to go on Facebook, post and stuff like that, obviously, you still want to hate. So go hate. Maybe you'll be blocked. Maybe whatever. Or maybe you just stay there, because the old saying is keep your friends close but your enemies closer. Maybe you'll just still be part of my Facebook because I just want to see what you're doing. I think this is going to be a comedy. I'm going to list this as comedy because it is funny, I think. So, all right. Take care. Bye for now. And don't let nobody hate on you, okay? Bye.